Welcome to the channel, everyone. Model Car Guy Rich here. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today I've got an unboxing of Ramchargers Dragster, an advanced design transport truck. Say that 5 times fast. It's a 125 scale kit from MPC. MPC 970/12. And this particular version came out, let's see, that's March of 2022. According to the box, there are no parts count on this one, but it's probably a lot. I believe you can build 2 full kits here. Here's some of the little goodies that are included. Now on the other side, they show how the dragster fits inside of the transport vehicle. Pretty cool. So let me go ahead and set you down here. I'll get this sucker cut open and we'll see what kind of goodies we have inside. This was another acquisition from Ollie's. I was very excited to see this one. I don't remember offhand what year this kit originally came out, but in editing I'll put up some numbers there and let you know. Alrighty. Alright, so first off, top of the box we have some chrome. Go ahead and get that cut open. Oh, nice. Who makes this kit? This is an MPC kit, guys. Check it out. They actually put the paper in between the chrome pieces there. First company I seen do that was Mobius, and I thought, wow, that's pretty impressive. So MPC's taking a hint from those guys. Alright, here we go. We have all kinds of parts here. This obviously are the front wheels for the dragster. Okay. Suspension. I think all of these parts are for the dragster. The rear wheels, valve covers, oil pan, scoop, bottom of the scoop, intake manifold, front of timing chain cover there. Don't really know what those are, unless they are, I have no idea. I'll be looking those up. Part number 100, that should be easy enough to remember right there, guys. Alright. It actually might be something for the transport truck. Not sure. Some headers, I think I already mentioned. And this here appears to be the steering wheel. Maybe not, though. We'll find out. Alright. Cover that one up. Oh, these are cool. Check that out. This looks like an old Ford, like a 63 Ford Galaxy. Obviously it's a Mopar kit, but pretty cool. Some nice wheels, little 3-spokers there. Those are kind of cool looking. Some bumpers, exhaust pieces, engine halves. Looks like a 6-cylinder engine, guys. Wow, that's a nice little surprise. I didn't expect that. Oil pan, valve cover, the backs of the wheels. This could be, I have no idea what this deal here is. Might be the transmission. It almost looks like a transverse transmission, like a front wheel drive transmission. That's pretty cool. Carburetor there. Wow, this is kind of cool, guys. Alright, here's the rear slicks for the race car. We used to call these slingshot dragsters, I believe, back in the day. Nice looking tires. M&H Race Masters. Then if you can see that, there you go. Decent. We'll scuff them up a little bit with some sandpaper and give them that realistic look. And these skinny little guys, boy oh boy. They say Pirelli, it looks like, on the front. Pretty cool. Very nice. Those are definitely skinnies. Here we have some clear glass. Tail lights for obviously the truck. I don't think the Dragster needs rear lights. Here is something in clear. Let's see if I can shake it down. There you go. Just a clear piece of glass there. I'm not really sure where that goes on the vehicle yet. I don't know if the glare is picking up right above my finger there. Yep. And then here's the little glass for the Dragster right there. This is the windshield and a rear glass for the transport vehicle along with the headlights. Cool. And here are the 4 tires for the transport truck. It reminds me of the old Hot Wheels Diora, but who knows. So here we have 2 wider tires for the rears, and then the skinnier ones for the fronts. You can kind of see the difference there, same kind of tread. Goodyears on the rear and the fronts. Those are all Goodyear. Pretty cool. Wow, this thing is huge, guys. Holy crap. I didn't expect this. Sorry about that, guys. I got all choked up when I seen the size of this thing. You know, here's my hand. This is the front of the vehicle. Look at the size of that thing. It's huge. I can't get over it. That's so funny. I think it goes like this. It's supposed to be a vehicle that like turns like this, but we know that ain't going to work because this will interfere with the fairing there. But that's kind of the idea. It is over a foot long. That's funny. Well, here I have it is 310 centimeters. I don't know what that equates to in English, but that's what it is. Check it out, guys. There it is. Pretty neat, but again, it's like a truck, really. You know, big truck. Decent thickness. Okay. And it says here 2002 round 2, made in China. Here we go. A little bit of flashing. A little bit of nibs and things. It's going to need some cleaning up, but pretty cool. I mean, obviously the Dragster is going to sit in there. I wonder if the tailgate will be operational, you know. And this is the front end, which actually looks like it could go this way too. That's funny. This way it looks like a part of a early 70s Cadillac Tornado. No, Oldsmobile Tornado, Cadillac Eldorado. It kind of reminds me of that. Very cool. Wow, that was the biggest thing in there. Here's one axle in a bag, metal axle. This appears to be... Here, I'll do this one next. Alright, this is the interior for that big old truck and transport. Nice. This is a fake engine bottom. I guess if you want to do a curbside. Look at the flashing on this one. Oh my, can you hear it? That's crazy. That's all that's on this tree is this insert for the interior, and then the what do you call them things? The bottom plate that, so you don't have to build an engine in there, I guess. I don't know. Part of the frame for the transport, I'm assuming. Actually, it looks like you could make a little trailer out of that too. Here's a molding or a wing of some sort. Fits over the back of the cab. I don't know if you can see, here's the cab. Fits over the back of it. I don't know if that's where it goes or not. Then we have some more little trim with all kinds of flashing again. This kit must have been reissued over and over. Like I said, I'll find out what the original issue date was on this and put it up in the video somewhere. Here's a axle and springs for the transport. Some more springs, probably for the front. Dashboard, very simple. Tiny little gauges, very reminiscent of the Isetta BMW. To me, that's what it reminded me of. And here's the steering wheel for the Dragster. Of course, that could be the dash for the Dragster too. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe that's what that is. Well, we'll find out when we get to the instructions. Here's some miscellaneous body panel parts. Some hydraulic tubing. Maybe. Air cylinders maybe, air chambers. One exhaust, so that's definitely a 6-cylinder. Those little deals there, I think, are for the wheel alignment for your axles. A little radiator. Look at the size of that radiator. That big, huge transport truck and that little radiator. Alright, and then here, last bag of parts. I'm assuming they're going to be all the drag racing parts, but it's very basic, guys. I hardly, okay, well, here's the railings. One of them was separate. So that's about how long the Dragster will be, and it should fit right in the back of that transport. Here are body panels, miscellaneous pieces, the long nose and the bottom part of the nose. Here's the other, here's the other body panel here. Then, engine halves, little rear end, very cool, little helmet, parachute, Z-bar, I don't know what that is, it's either an axle, yeah, it's most likely a rear axle. There's the driver's seat, all kinds of flashing going on, guys. Wow. Distributor, tiny little distributor, back in the day, right? And then one of them deals, whatever that is, little beam there, it might be where the steering wheel goes through, I don't know. A couple wheel backings, and then the rear wheel backings. So that's all for parts. Hard to believe that that's it. And we have 2 sets of instructions. Very cool. One is for the Dragster itself, and one is for the transport. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the decals this time, because I'm really excited to see what they are. All right, here we go. Alright, it's a decent set of decals. Ramchargers, Dodge, you can put that on a pickup truck, make it like the old, I almost said the K5 Blazer, but that's not what it was. It was the Ramcharger, well, Chrysler's version of the Chevy Blazer, the full-size one, whatever they called it, I can't remember. Gratiot All Supply, Isky cams. This vehicle stops at all drag strips, nice. Hodges Dodges, nice. Buco helmets, nice. Alright. Pretty cool stuff there. I'll go slow, catch up what it is. Nice. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is decent. I'm not hating it, you know. Alrighty. Alright, so I'm going to do the transport truck first. The instructions, so I don't forget them. Alright, pick you up gentle. Obviously, we have nothing whatsoever on the kit. I mean, on the actual vehicle. I don't know if that's a real vehicle or not, or if it's just a fantasy vehicle. But here's the engine. It's a little 6-cylinder. It's pretty cool, and that is the transmission. Very cool. So it's a front-wheel drive vehicle. Very neat. I like that part. I didn't realize that, but think of how long that drive shaft would be if it wasn't. Man, oh man. All right. Second step is build your interior. That is the interior dashboard and everything for the transport truck. Do not cement. Huh. Wonder why. Alright. Here's the cab with the glass. Okay. Wheels. Chassis and wheels. Putting that all together. Now this is interesting. They gave you 2 wide tires and 2 skinny tires. and it's front wheel drive. So would you put the wide tires in the front, or would you put the skinnies in the front? A little something to think about. Here's the hitch pin for the body, because it's supposed to swivel, but I don't know how it's going to swivel with that interference. We'll see how that goes in the build video. Here's the tailgate. Yeah, it looks like it has a couple of pins, so the tailgate should open and close. That's cool, like that. There's the front end, and that is optional. That is what I thought it was, a little fairing to go on the back there. And then decal placement, you could do a couple of different ways, or make it your own. Pretty neat. That's all for that one. And last but not least, we have the Dragster. Very cool. Front tires, blower, and your hood scoop and all that stuff going on to the manifold. Put the engine together. Most likely a 426, maybe a Keith Black Hemi. You never know. Here's the rear end and the transmission from the race vehicle. 456 is this one, putting the frame together, a couple little pedals. Here's that one piece I thought was for the steering wheel, and it's actually the front cross member for the rails. Boy, oh boy. Here we go. That is the fuel tank. That's that one chrome piece I didn't know what it was. Okay. There we go. Front axle for there. The other half of the body already located for clarification. Okay. The axle for the rear. Flip it over. Yeah, there's more to the Dragster kit than there is the transport truck. That's funny. And here we're doing the engine and the headers. Nice. Little fuel line for the fuel tank. Pretty cool. Like that. Here's the rear. Fronts. Body top may be left uncemented for display. Okay, that's kind of a neat idea. Yeah, there's a helmet, optional, and decal placement. Very cool. Alrighty, guys, that's it for that one. Hope you enjoyed that unboxing. I want to thank you all so very much for stopping by. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you all being here and watching. We'll see you on the next one. Model Car Guy Rich out. Keep on modeling.